rail workers return to their duties after a settlement in the National Assembly puts an end to the 22-day KORAIL strike. Tourists from Korea and Russia can look forward to visa-free travel between the two countries starting January 1st. We have more on the tourism industry's preparations. And smartphone apps launched by Korean companies are gaining popularity and market share worldwide. Hello and welcome to News Today on KBS World. It's Tuesday, December 31st. I'm Luke Clary. Korean rail workers returned to their duties after the longest strike in the union's history, lasting 22 days. The breakthrough came as ruling and opposition parties agreed to establish a subcommittee to resolve railway industry problems.
The labor union of the Korea Railroad Corporation has officially announced the end of its strike. It went on for 22 grueling days, protesting the establishment of the affiliate of Suseok KTX.
철도노조 위원장 투쟁명령 5호 하나 총파업 투쟁을 현장 투쟁으로 전환한다.
The strike ended after the ruling and opposition parties and the rail workers' labor union held behind-the-scenes talks. The political circles agreed to set up a parliamentary subcommittee to tackle the rail industry's issues if the workers stopped demonstrating in return.
철도산업발전소위원회를 구성하는 즉시에 파업을 처리하고 현업에 복귀한다.
국토교통부, 또 철도공사, 철도노조, 민간 전문가 등이 참여하는 정책 자문 협의체를 구성한다.
The subcommittee held its first meeting this morning, where it received a report from the Ministry of Land, Infrastructure and Transport on the development of the nation's railway industry and talked about the committee's duties. The Korea Railroad Corporation's labor union vowed to actively participate in the subcommittee to protest against the corporation's privatization. The union also raised a lawsuit to cancel a permit to be issued for the Suseok KTX affiliate.
In the ongoing row between Japan and its neighbors for Prime Minister Shinzo Abe's visit to Yasukuni Shrine, President Park Geun-hye laid out her thoughts on what it takes to be a first-rate nation.
At the last senior presidential aides meeting of the year, President Park Geun-hye presented her thoughts about what being a first-class nation entails.
인류 사회의 양심에 맞지 않는 행동을 반복한다면 그 나라가 아무리 경제력이 크고 부강하다 하더라도 결코 인류 국가라는 평가를 받을 수 없을 것입니다.
In her message, she did not directly refer to Japan, but it was generally accepted as a strong warning to the Japanese administration following Prime Minister Shinzo Abe's visit to the Yasukuni Shrine. She explained in detail what sets apart a mature nation versus a country that is only economically powerful. It was her way of explaining why Japan, even if it's one of the largest economies in the world, is bound to be treated as a second or third-rate nation if it continues with its current antics. President Park also stressed that Prime Minister Abe should stop his pursuit of nationalism. Her remarks at yesterday's meeting made it clear that Japan's attempts to restore trust between the two countries should precede moves to improve bilateral relations. Korean politicians also denounced Prime Minister Abe's visit to the shrine, which honors Japan's Class A war criminals. The National Assembly's Foreign Affairs and Unification Committee adopted a resolution that condemns the visit to the war shrine as a provocation undermining peace in East Asia and demands the Japanese government's apology and responsible actions.
Starting January 1st, tourists from Korea and Russia can enjoy visa-free travel between the two countries for up to 60 days. Travel industries here and in Russia have high hopes for next year.
Residents of the Russian Far East city of Vladivostok were thrilled to hear that starting from January 1st, they will be able to travel to Korea visa-free. Now that Russian tourists can stay in Korea without one for up to 2 months, local travel agencies are getting down to business.
Культура страны разнообразна, многообразна, поэтому и Сокчо провинция, и провинция Тэджон.
Russian medical tourists visiting Korea for healthcare purposes will likely stay longer to receive not only checkups, but surgeries and recuperation services as well. Last year, some 16,000 Russian medical tourists visited Korea. This is the fourth largest in number following tourists from China and the U.S. Hospitals in Korea are gearing up to receive more foreign patients by opening international centers. Some local governments are even considering expanding flight paths into their own areas.
여러 가지 이제 그 전세기랄까 이런 그 관광 인프라가 받쳐지면은 100% 이상 몇백 프로가 이렇게
The tourism industry expects the number of Russian visitors to surge 20% next year and reach 200,000 people.
A tentative bipartisan agreement has been forged that will lower the threshold for the highest income bracket, which means taxes could go up for many high earners.
The highest income tax rate at present is 38%, which is applied to workers who earn more than $285,000 a year. There are about 40,000 Koreans who are subject to this tax rate. But the lawmakers from both the ruling and opposition parties tentatively agreed to lower the income limit for the highest income tax bracket to $143,000. As a result, the number of those being slapped with the highest income tax rate will more than triple to 130,000. The government's intent is to collect more taxes from high-income earners by including more people in the highest tax group while maintaining the same tax rate. This is essentially the first tax increase for the rich under the Park Geun-hye administration. Workers who are newly added to the highest income tax bracket would have to pay as much as $4,300 in taxes per person. Meanwhile, the government stands to gain more than $380 million in additional tax revenue.
재정이 어렵다 보니까 고소득 계층이 조금 상대적으로 부담을 더해서 형평 차원에서 조금 양보를 해주시고.
The lawmakers also decided to scrap the system of levying a heavier transfer income tax on the owners of multiple homes. When the heavy transfer income taxation system is removed, those who own multiple homes would only have to pay 35% of the profit margin in capital gains tax instead of the current 50 to 60%.
지금 부동산 시장이 매우 어렵기 때문에 다주택자에 대한 양도소득세 중과를 폐지하기로 하였습니다.
The lawmakers were also trying to lower the tax deduction ceiling for credit card use to 10%, but it will remain at 15% in order to boost the government's tax revenue.
Here are a few more changes in policy starting next year. Criminals convicted of robbery will have to wear the same electronic bracelets as sex offenders. Meanwhile, more apartment tenants can look forward to preferred deposit compensation.
So far, electronic bracelets were mostly worn by sex criminals, murderers, and child kidnappers. But starting in June next year, robbers will also have to wear them. That's because robbery has a high recurrence rate, which can also lead to sex crimes as well. Victims of such crimes will be allowed to testify in waiting rooms to provide them with safety. Also, starting in January, the revised Housing Lease Protection Act will take effect. So far, only tenants in Seoul whose deposits were less than $71,000 were able to receive preferred deposit compensation of up to $23,000 when their landlords refused to return the deposits. But starting next year, the limit will be raised. The deposit compensation limit for tenants renting commercial buildings in Seoul will be increased from $284,000 to $378,000. Starting in May, those who report slush funds and other criminal proceeds will receive financial rewards.
Most people greet the new year with parties, but there are some who are spending the year's end in the cold, outdoors protesting. The holidays usually bring us together, but deep divides remain in society.
The winds are even chillier atop a steel tower. Two unionists of Yusung Enterprise, an automotive parts company, have been up on the 25-meter tall tower for a protest that has lasted for over 2 months now. They should be home with their family to celebrate the new year, but an end to the labor conflict that has been dragging on for more than 2 years is still not in sight.
내년에는 꼭 크리스마스 같이 보내고 새해 같이 일출 구경 가자 이런 얘기를 했었는데 못 지켜서 정말 미안하고.
This is the power transmission tower being built in the city of Miryang. The residents are protesting the setting up of the power lines which are cutting through their neighborhood. They're keeping themselves warm by staying close to a fire. Only an electric floor mat and 2 comforters can be found inside their tent. The cold is just as brutal for the police standing guard over the protesters. They go on duty for 8 days at a time.
산속이기 때문에 많이 추워서 다들 감기에 걸려가지고 있지만 그래도 그냥 참으면서 근무하고 있습니다.
The sad plight of both the protesters and the police officers celebrating the holidays in the cold demonstrates the deep rift running through society.
As smartphones become more commonplace around the world, the mobile service market grows. Apps launched by Korean companies are gaining fame and market share internationally.
This is an advertisement in Thailand. It portrays a daughter and her father who are sharing their feelings over a lost family member using a mobile messenger. The service, launched by Naver in 2011, has 300 million subscribers worldwide. It's the third largest in the global mobile messenger market. This startup company has recently developed a smartphone app which reminds you when to take your medication. They noticed that many patients skip their doses and that prescription medicine is largely uniform throughout the world. This app, developed in collaboration with an Israeli startup company, will soon be launched in the U.S. The potentials of entering the overseas markets for IT companies in cyberspace are endless. The keys will be localization strategies and systematic support.
현지 언어나 제도 같은 정보 부족으로 인해서 진출에 어려움을 갖고 있고요. 그런 수출 상담회 같은 게 일회성에 그치기 때문에
창업자들을 조기에 발굴해서 또 집중적으로 육성하는 엑셀러레이터와 같은 그런 창업 지원 방식이 많이 활용되고 있는데요. 아직 우리나라에서는 부족한 상황입니다.
The Korean government will continue promoting the development of the smart contents market, including apps in the future.
Jeonju, North Jeolla Province is ground zero for reports of a secret angel. Every year for 14 years, this angel donates thousands of dollars, then disappears quietly into the night.
This community service center received a call giving them some good news this year. It's the 14th year for such a call, which comes from the nameless angel who delivers an anonymous donation to neighbors in need. Inside a paper box are 980 50,000 won Korean won notes and 2 piggy banks filled with coins. The amount comes to 49,240,000 Korean won. The generous donation came with a note. It tells orphans without legal guardians to stay strong during their difficulties and to have a happy new year. This faceless angel has donated more than 340 million won over the past 14 years. The money has enabled some 360 orphans and senior citizens who are living alone to stay warm during the winter.
얼굴 없는 천사가 살고 계시는 이 지역에 저도 같이 살고 있다는 것이 큰 영광이고 앞으로 어려운 분들을 위해서 저도 조금씩이나마 도우려고 생각하고 있습니다.
Last month, a man anonymously donated some 100 million Korean won to the community chest of Korea. Every so often, there are such altruistic citizens.
The rise of drone technology has captured imaginations around the world. Meanwhile, bakeries push the limits of 3D printing with confectionaries. Here's more on the technology changing the way we shop.
Drones are unmanned weapons usually used for military purposes. But researchers are constantly tinkering with drones to discover new applications. For instance, this proof of concept in the UK, using drones to deliver pizza. It took the drone just 10 minutes to deliver 2 pizzas to a location 6.5 kilometers away. Drones are in wide use throughout Korea today. They can capture scenes from the skies with built-in cameras.
안경 800m 정도를 보는데요. 한 500m 이내에서 주로 조작을 많이 합니다.
Drones can be used to get up close and personal. They're easier to maneuver than manned helicopters. This footage was taken by a drone. Though the rig is small, the resolution is high enough to be used in films and television.
근래에는 방송뿐만이 아니고 무인으로 조작할 수 있다는 최대의 장점을 활용해서 건설 현장이라든지 어떤 산림, 농업 이런 쪽으로 굉장히 광범위하게 활용되고 있습니다.
While the use of drones in everyday life holds promise, there are concerns over intrusions of privacy and accidents.
사생활 침해 같은 문제가 발생할 가능성이 충분히 높죠. 현실적으로 그것을 해결하기 위해서는 비행 경로라든가 촬영 시간이라든가 이런 것들을 어떤 저장 장치에 저장을 해서 히스토리로 남겨둘 수 있는 그런 건 가능하겠죠.
Here's another innovative technology with the potential to change everyday lives. It's 3D printing. In the past, this technique was mostly employed to build prototypes. Now it's widely used in production of components and medical tools. Korea has been actively promoting its 3D printing industry. This bakery company is making the best of 3D printing to advertise its products. This marketing event features cakes decorated with reproductions of people, scanned and 3D printed. The subjects are scanned into a computer program, their model slightly modified, and then transmitted to a 3D printer. It takes only about an hour to make this reproduction the spitting image of a real human being.
3D 프린팅 산업은 의료, 패션 쪽 제품 제작 같은 경우도 제조 과정을 앞으로 혁신적으로 변화시킬 수 있는 기술이라고 생각을 하고요. 개인 디자이너들이나 소비자들이 이제 맞춤형 제품을 만들 수 있는 그런 쪽으로 발전을 많이 할 수 있을 것 같고.
케이크 완성됐습니다.
진짜 예쁘다.
Thanks to 3D printing technology, you can make a one-of-a-kind cake. Korea's 3D printing industry is poised to develop even further in the future.
이제 사진으로 추억을 많이 남기기도 했는데 나중에 가족 사진보다 피규어 제작하는 것도 괜찮은 것 같아요. 너무 재밌고 즐거웠던 시간이었어요.
Thanks to these innovative technologies, our lives are becoming more convenient and futuristic by the day.
And now we'll take a look at the markets, followed by the world weather. And that's it for this edition of News Today. We wish you a very happy new year, and we'll see you again on Thursday.